It's been a while since I published a video about the release that I just published. In the past few weeks, I published so many releases, and almost all of them were about increasing the reliability of the framework, both for backtesting and live trading. However, today I released version 1.7, which has two things that I think are really important, especially one of them adds a new feature that is just amazing. But I also want to mention the other thing that it adds, which is it removes Talib as the painful dependency that we had, which made the native installation difficult for some people. And by removing that, setting up Jesse natively on almost any machine has become so easy. And starting this week, I'm going to release a step-by-step tutorials on how to set up Jesse on macOS, Windows, and Ubuntu machines. So with that out of the way, let's get to the feature that I wanted to show you. Alright, so because this feature is related to backtesting, I'm going to execute one backtest just as an example so that I can show it to you in action. So I'm choosing the Bybit USDT perpetual as my exchange. As for the symbol, I'm choosing Trump USDT, and the time frame is 1 minute, and this is the custom strategy that I wrote, which is super risky. And I don't want to get into the logic of the strategy, but I think it's good for demo purposes. So as for the duration, I'm choosing 20th of January, up until the next day. So this is just for 1 day. And because this feature is related to interactive charts, you need to make sure this option is enabled and everything else is fine. Right, let's run it. And here's the result. It made crazy money. Again, this was an extremely risky strategy. Anyways, it executed 22 trades, and here are some other factors that we can see. Now, if I go to the view charts, now you remember on this page, we were able to display some indicators, whichever we wanted to, which was really cool. And we could also see the trades, right? Just like this. So you see we entered a short position here and we closed it here. But in this one, we shorted here, we shorted here, we shorted here, and then we closed it here. So it took us some time to close. But how do I know this? Because if you pay attention, it's not super clear, right? Well, here's a new feature. If I click on this show trades, I can see a table of the trades that it took. And I can also see the P&L of each trade. I can see its quantity and its entry price. So for instance, let's see which one was my biggest trade. It was this one, right? And if I want to find it on the chart, now I can click on this button and it will take me here, right? So this is where the trade began. It again kept shorting it, and then it held the position until it closed it here. Now, let's say I didn't know this was also a part of this. I could just expand this trade, and here are the orders. So I can click on this. So this is the beginning order. Again, this is selling. This one is also selling, and this is the last order which closed it. So I can see the quantity here. I can see the order type. And if I want to see even more details, I can just click on any of the orders. And firstly, I can see the details of that single order in here. So this was a buy order, this is its type, the quantity, and the time it was executed and created. But I can also see more details about the trade itself. So this was the entry price, this was the exit price, the quantity, the size, which is the value of the trade, the P&L in percentage, the fees that we paid, and the holding period. So for this trade, I can see I hold the position for 2 hours. This is when it was open, and this is when it was closed. So there you go, guys. I think this is a game changer when it comes to doing research for a strategist, because it allows me to find my best and worst trades very quickly, so I can see them on the chart, and maybe I can even display some indicators alongside with it, so I can use that data to maybe filter out some of the trades that I shouldn't have been taken, or maybe I can see which trades are working, so I can adjust my strategy to maybe only take those trades. Now, of course, we need to be careful about overfitting here, because if you try to only keep the trades that are good and leave out any losing trade, you're gonna overfit your strategy. But nonetheless, this is an invaluable tool, and I'm glad that we have it now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.